Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on Saturday, July 2nd, 2022. Hope you had a wonderful Canada Day and continue to enjoy this long weekend. Qualifying action getting set to kick off in just a couple of moments. It is a full day of baby races once again. 14 qualifiers in total, all 2-year-olds, and we'll be getting underway in just a couple of moments. All right, we're set to get things going on this Saturday morning from Woodbine Mohawk Park. Welcome in, everybody. Mark McKelvey with you to take you through today's 14-race session. In our opening qualifier, we're going to scratch number 4, Buckhead Ridge. We got 2-year-old Colton Gelding trotters here. We're brought down to a field of 6. Number 1 is Southwind Chardonnay. And she is a filly, so there will be one filly in this group. Southwind Chardonnay is trained by John Bax. Matt Bax drives. Daughter of Resolve was a $50,000 Lexington Select purchase. Number 2 is Known Agenda, a Resolve colt trained by Ben Bayarjan. Sylvain Filion drives a $225,000 Harrisburg buy. Number 3 is Landing Pad, Tactical Landing colt. James McDonald driving for Dominic Ledoux, a $42,000 Harrisburg purchase. Number 4 is out, so we move to number 5, Jamon. This is a Tactical Landing colt trained by Sean Stacy. Mark Stacy will drive, $70,000 yearling purchase out of Lexington. 6 is I'm Above Average, Muscle Mass colt. Aaron Byron trains and drives, a $70,000 Harrisburg purchase. And number 7 is Mighty Tricks, a Trixton colt trained by Desiree Jones. Scott Young drives, a $26,000 Lexington Select graduate. Starting gate to the top of the stretch, a field of 6 2-year-old trotters lined up. Yep. They're off fan trotting here in our first qualifier. Southwind Chardonnay from the inside. Going to get the first call. Coming from the center is I'm Above Average and Jamon. So at the inside, Southwind Chardonnay. From the center, I'm Above Average. Jamon getting away 3rd. Outside starter, Mighty Tricks will move up into 4th. Getting away 5th is Known Agenda. And our early trailer is Landing Pad. They go into the first turn, and up front, it is the filly Southwind Chardonnay. And she strides beautifully to that opening quarter in 30-2. So into the backstretch they go, and it's a 4-5 length advantage here for Southwind Chardonnay. She leads the way as they straighten out into the backstretch. Racing in second, I'm Above Average. 2.5 lengths going back to Jamon in 3rd. Retract in 4th by Mighty Tricks. And a bit of a gap back to the final pair, Known Agenda and Landing Pad. So they're spaced out a bit as they move up towards the half. Our leader is Southwind Chardonnay. And Southwind Chardonnay, after a 30-2 opener, is going to bring them past the half in 1 minute and 1 second. So 1:01 even. Just a tad slower there in that second quarter. It was 30-3, and Southwind Chardonnay's gone off stride on the front. So she'll get taken towards the safety lane, looping around. I'm Above Average now, is able to inherit the lead. Jamon moves up into 2nd. Mighty Tricks will follow to 3rd. Moving on the outside is Landing Pad up into 4th. Inside of that one, Known Agenda, and the filly Southwind Chardonnay made that miscue just after the half, and she'll reset now. They come towards 3/4, and our leaders, I'm Above Average. Past that station in 1:32 even. They'll spin for home. I'm Above Average is leading it for Byron. Back in 2nd is Jamon. Then track 3rd by Mighty Tricks. Landing Pad behind that one 4th. As we come into the final 1/8 of the mile, it's the Muscle Mass colt, I'm Above Average, with a 2.5 length advantage. I'm Above Average looking to close it out, and it appears he will do just that. I'm Above Average will take our first qualifier. Jamon will finish in 2nd. 3rd will go to Mighty Tricks. Landing Pad 4th. Here's I'm Above Average winning in 2:01-4. Up next is our second qualifier. We've got a field of 7 2-year-old pacing fillies here. Let's meet the field. One is Watch Her Do It. He's Watching Filly, trained by Eric Nadeau. Louis Wadries, $33,000 yearling purchase from the Ontario Select Sale. 2 is Hayek Hanover, betting line filly, trained by Bruce McGeen. Austin Sorey drives, $10,000 yearling buy from Harrisburg. 3, Stonebridge Fib is a sports rider filly trained by Richard Moreau. Sylvain Filion is at the controls. $24,000 London Select purchase. 4, American Starlight, an American Ideal filly. Walter Whalen trains. Michael Whalen drives. $12,000 yearling purchase from Harrisburg. Number 5, Lady Jess, is a Bettor's Delight filly trained by Susie Kerwood. Doug McNair's between the wheels. $52,000 London Select purchase. 6 is Double Gum, Shadow Play filly, trained and driven by Marie-Claude Auger. And number 7 is Sweet Loving, a Sweet Lou filly trained by Sean Stacy. The driver is James McDonald, and Sweet Loving was a $35,000 Harrisburg buy. That's your field of 7 for qualifier number 2. Starting 8 to the top of the stretch, we have a field of 7 assembled here for qualifier number 2. 2-year-old pacing fillies are in motion, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Double Gum getting the first call as she'll blast out of there from the center. Also coming away well from the middle was American Starlight. Then it is Lady Jess from the rail. Watch Her Do It gets away in 4th. Stonebridge Fib will settle in 5th in front of Hayek Hanover, and the early trailer is Sweet Loving. On to the first turn they go, and our leader is Double Gum. It's Double Gum making her Woodbine Mohawk Park debut. Second qualifier for her. They're coming to the opening quarter, and they are crawling along, I guess you could say, 32-1. Not a whole lot of early speed here. And Double Gum brings them into the backstretch, and now the lead's going to change. So American Starlight's ready to ramp it up, this being her second qualifier, and this American Ideal filly takes the top spot, and she'll charge along here in the second quarter for Michael Whalen. Double Gum in second. Third then is Lady Jess. 2 lengths going back to Watch Her Do It in 4th, followed by Stonebridge Fib. A couple of lengths then to Hayek Hanover, who is followed by Sweet Loving. So they'll come to the half, and the half is up in 102-4. So after a 32-1 opener, that's a split of 30-3, even quicker for the leader, that being American Starlight, as she overtook that top spot, and she's opening up 5 lengths on them as they go by 5/8. Double Gum in second. Third continues to be Lady Jess. Off stride went Watch Her Do It. That one was racing in 4th and jumps it off. So everybody moves up a spot at the back. Stonebridge Fib, Hayek Hanover, and Sweet Loving. American Starlight past 3 quarters in 132 flat. So that was 29-1 in the third quarter. Off the turn and into the stretch. American Starlight will try to finish the job. Double Gum is inched in a little closer. Then Lady Jess in the debut is there third, trying to rally as Hayek Hanover, looking to overtake Stonebridge Fib. Sweet Loving, and we go back to Watch Her Do It. American Starlight, though, kicks clear here in the final 16th, and it's American Starlight who will take our second qualifier. Double Gum will finish in second. Here's Hayek Hanover on the outside, getting up for third. Time of the mile, 2:01-2. Up next is qualifier number 3, 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Looks like we got 6 of them to contest this qualifier, so we'll have a couple of scratches. So 6 and 7 are out. Win me back, and what you looking at? Number 1 here is KT's Affliction, a shadow play colt trained by Rob Fellows. Sylvan Filion drives. Number 2, Better Be Serious, a Better's Delight colt, trained by Friday Dean. Jody Jameson drives, $61,000 yearling purchase from the London Select Sale. 3 is Better Be Bold, a Better Than Cheddar colt. Sean Stacy trains. Louis Waugh will handle, $40,000 yearling buyout of Lexington. 4 is Seaside Caesar, an American Ideal colt, trained by Murray Breather. The driver is Trevor Henry. 5, Trouble with the Curve, Austin Sorey driving for Murray Breather. This is an Art Speak colt. 6 and 7 are scratched. So the last one we'll meet is number 8, The Dickens, a Custard the Dragon colt, trained by Melissa Lamoureux. Phil Houdon drives. Starting gate swings into the stretch. 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings picking up speed, and here they come. They're off and pacing, and the Dickens will charge from the outside. Everybody else likely to line up potentially in post position order. Tight hold on KT's Affliction there from the rail for Filion. Better Be Serious gets in behind. In the middle is Better Be Bold. Outside is Seaside Caesar, and getting away 6 is Trouble with the Curve. They're going into the first turn, and our leader is the Dickens. Back on the point just like he was in his most recent qualifier on June 25th. Wide around that first turn is Seaside Caesar. Henry might have just been avoiding the shadows. The opening quarter was 29 and 3. Into the backstretch they move, and it is the Dickens up front. KT's Affliction still under tight lines there from Filion in second. 2.5 lengths going back to Better Be Serious in third. Better Be Bold is then fourth. Fifth up the backside, Seaside Caesar, and the trailer is Trouble with the Curve. It's the Dickens leading the way. It is a lead of nearly 2 lengths, while KT's Affliction will track from in second. After a 29 and 3 opener, the half was hit in 59 and 4. So rated there in the second quarter, 30 and 1 for the Dickens. And the Dickens takes them into the final turn. No change in order since we got to that opening quarter. 2 lengths in front, the Dickens. Katie's Affliction in second. Third is Better Be Serious. Remaining fourth, Better Be Bold. Then fifth, that is Seaside Caesar. And sixth is Trouble with the Curve. Now out from fourth. Waugh tugs on the right line, and Better Be Bold is making a move, while the Dickens is asked to pick it up now on the front end. Past 3 quarters in 129 and 4. So that was 30 seconds even off the turn and into the stretch. And we'll see a lead change as Better Be Bold just surged up and takes the lead. It's Better Be Bold here in the lane. Back in second is the Dickens. Better Be Serious into third. Katie's Affliction fourth. Back to Seaside Caesar and Trouble with the Curve. And check out Better Be Bold as this one storms home to win our third qualifier. It's Better Be Bold to take it by about 7 lengths in 157 flat. The Dickens was second. Third went to Better Be Serious. 157 flat for Better Be Bold. Time now for our fourth qualifier, 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters, but there will be one filly from the rail. And we start with Proud to be Lindy, Muscle Hill filly, trained by John Bax. Matt Bax drives. $62,000 Lexington buy. 2 is PC Mercury Rising. It looks like a Chippendale gelding trained by Curtis Clement. He'll also do the driving. 3, I Got the Tab, is a Cantab Hall colt trained by Scott McEnany. The driver is James McDonald. I Got the Tab was an $85,000 Lexington Select purchase. 4 is Geronimo, Royalty for Life colt trained by Gabby Sasso. Jody Jameson drives. $27,000 yearling purchase out of London. 5 is Royal Muscle, a Muscle Hill colt trained by Sean Stacy. Mark Stacy will do the driving. Number 6, Just Like Shorty, is a bar hopping colt trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair is between the wheels. $18,000 Harrisburg buy. And number 7 is HP Royal Flush, a Royalty for Life colt trained by Ben Bayarjan. The reinsman is Sylvain Filion. That's your field of 7 for our fourth qualifier. Off stride before the start and well behind is number 4, Geronimo. The rest of them up on the gate. Gate picking up speed, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Off stride goes number 6, Just Like Shorty. From the outside, HP Royal Flush will try to muscle ahead for Filion. Good beginning from I Got the Tab, who crosses over in front of rail starter Proud to be Lindy. Getting away fourth is PC Mercury Rising. Then it is Royal Muscle, and then we go back to the breakers, Just Like Shorty and Geronimo. Around the first turn they go, and our leader is going to be HP Royal Flush, as that one will try and push ahead. Caught on the outside, though, at the opening quarter in 31 seconds even, so not getting to the front as easily as it appeared it was going to be. Holding ground at the rail, I Got the Tab, so HP Royal Flush left outside right now. Here's Proud to be Lindy at the rail, and then racing fourth is PC Mercury Rising. We go back to Royal Muscle, and the trailers are Geronimo and Just Like Shorty. Off stride when HP Royal Flush, as that one was not getting things too easy in the opening half. They come to the midway point, and our leaders, I Got the Tab, in 101 and 4. Into the final turn they go. I Got the Tab is the leader. Tracked very closely there by the filly, Proud to be Lindy in her debut. 3 lengths from the front third is PC Mercury Rising. Then it's about 8 lengths going back to Royal Muscle in fourth. And then back to the trio of breakers, HP Royal Flush, Geronimo, and Just Like Shorty. As they come to 3/4, it is I Got the Tab. Debut qualifier for this Cantab Hall colt, and races past 3/4 in 133 even. They'll spin for home. And the filly might have something to say in the lane, as Proud to be Lindy comes to the outside now for backs. So I Got the Tab, confronted by Proud to be Lindy. PC Mercury Rising back in third. Royal Muscle is fourth. Final 1/8 of the mile. And it's Proud to be Lindy was getting the good trip and will come on by. It'll be Proud to be Lindy. I Got the Tab. Keeping things together there second. Third will be PC Mercury Rising, and Royal Muscle fourth. 202 and 1 for Proud to be Lindy. Up next is our 5th qualifier as the starting gate's moving into position. We've got a field of 8 here. 2-year-old pacing fillies. 1 driver change. Sam Fillion will drive number 8, How Will I Know? Here's the field. Number 1 is Mighty Mary. She's a daughter of He's Watching. Jason Libby trains. The driver is Louis Waugh. $15,000 London Select purchase. 2, Gimme a Corona. Control the Moment filly. Trained by Meg Crone. Anthony Hahn will drive. Number 3 is Pink Monster, Shadow Play filly. The trainer driver, Marie-Claude Auger. 4 is Powder Play, sports writer filly, trained by Casey Coleman. James McDonald will drive. $45,000 Harrisburg buy. 5 is Steel Beauty, a Bettor's Delight filly trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair will drive. Steel Beauty was a $45,000 Harrisburg purchase. Next up, number 6, Front Page Story. This is a daughter of Captain Treacherous, trained by Sean Stacy. Sylvan Fillion drives, a $110,000 Harrisburg purchase. 7, Cheka, All Bets Off filly, trained by Rene Dion. He'll also do the driving, a $15,000 yearling buy from Harrisburg. And completing our field here in the 5th is number 8, How Will I Know, a Better Than Cheddar filly, trained by Jean Tourney. Make the driver, Sam Fillion. How Will I Know was a $20,000 purchase from the Ontario Select Sale. So that's our field of 8 for qualifier number 5. Just that 1 driver change. Sam Fillion drives number 8, How Will I Know? Pacing fillies are on the gate right now as it approaches the top of the stretch. Starting gate swings into the lane. Pacing fillies are picking up speed, and here they come for qualifier number 5. And they're off and pacing. A pretty even beginning here. We'll see who forges ahead quickest, and it's going to be Mighty Mary from the rail. In the center, Powder Play, and also coming into play is Front Page Story there. Getting away in 4th is Steel Beauty. Then we'll go to Pink Monster. To that one's outside is Chaka. Down to the inside, that is Gimme a Corona, and our early trailers, How Will I Know? To the front, Mighty Mary from the rail. And she will bring them to the opening quarter, leading it by a little more than a length and a half. The opening panel was 30-1. Pacing fillies straighten out for the backside. A field of 8 here, being fronted by Mighty Mary. She'll be stalked from in 2nd by Front Page Story. 3rd is Powder Play. Tightening up 4th is Steel Beauty. Couple of lengths going back to Pink Monster in 5th, being followed by Gimme a Corona. On that one's back is Chaka. And then our trailer is How Will I Know? Up front, some steering difficulties there for Mighty Mary. And now Fillion gets her straight, or I should say Waugh gets her straightened back out and gets her down to the cones right in front of Front Page Story and Sylvan Fillion. The half was hitting 101 flat. They go into the final turn. And Mighty Mary continues on the front end. And now she stretches out the lead here as they have 5/8 of the mile now complete. It's a 2-length advantage for Mighty Mary. Front Page Story in 2nd, and then it's 5 lengths going back to Powder Play in 3rd. Another 4 lengths back to Steel Beauty in 4th. Then we go to Pink Monster on the outside, Chaka. Down at the inside is Gimme a Corona, and the trailer was How Will I Know? And some troubles there at 3/4 for Powder Play as we're into the stretch. 1:29, the 3/4 time. 28 seconds even in that 3rd split into the stretch, and it'll be a 2-horse battle with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Mighty Mary and Front Page Story. Front Page Story on the outside takes a short advantage. Mighty Mary is trying to battle back, so these two come to the edge of the tote board, and Front Page Story will take qualifier number 5. Mighty Mary finishes in 2nd. Then we go back to Steel Beauty 3rd. 4th was Chaka. Time of the mile 1:57-1 for Front Page Story. Here we go now for our sixth qualifier. 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Scratch number 5, Edge of the World, leaves us with a field of 6. Number 1 is Nighttime Dancer, a Sunshine Beach colt trained by Rod Boyd. Jonathan Drury drives. 2 is a High Sunshine Beach colt. Sean Stacy trains. James McDonald drives. 3 is Bryant Sealster, a Sports Rider colt trained by Amanda Fine. Louis Waugh drives, a $26,000 London Select purchase. 4 is Full Horse, Better's Delight colt trained by Luke Blay. Bob McClure drives, a $110,000 yearling purchase from Harrisburg. 5 is Scratch. 6 is Sharky, a He's Watching colt trained by Dave Brown. Doug McNair drives. And 7 is Aaron's Ace, American Ideal colt trained by Murray Breather. Austin Sorey is between the wheels, a $20,000 Harrisburg buy. Starting gate, into the stretch. Here they come for our sixth qualifier. They're off and pacing, and Full Horse will shoot from the center. Down at the rails, Nighttime Dancer. Also showing early speed is Sharky. In behind is Ahi Sunshine. To that one's outside, Bryant Sealster. Early trailer is Aaron's Ace. 3 across in the early going, and we'll see how things shake out. Nighttime Dancer holding ground at the rail, while Sharky is going to power towards the front. In the middle there is Full Horse, and meanwhile, watching from in fourth is Ahi Sunshine. That one is tracked by Bryant Sealster, and our trailer is Aaron's Ace. Past the opening quarter in 30 and 2, and here on the outside, Sharky going to get command for McNair. So they straighten out into the backstretch with Sharky clearing to the front. Nighttime Dancer on that one's back, but briefly on that one's back as Drury is going to come back around. So it'll be Nighttime Dancer reclaiming the lead. That'll put Sharky in the 2-hole. Racing in third is Full Horse. Fourth is Ahi Sunshine. 2 lengths then going back to Bryant Sealster in fifth, and 6 coming to the half is Aaron's Ace. Nighttime Dancer takes over control and races past the half in 59 and 4. Nighttime Dancer, who closed strongly last week, coming home in 27 flat, finishing second, was individually timed in 155 and 2, switching things up on the front end this time out. Making a break at the back went Aaron's Ace after the half, so they come towards 3/4. Nighttime Dancer by 5. Back in second is Sharky. 2.5 lengths then going to Full Horse, followed by Ahi Sunshine. Aaron's Ace, and that breaker was actually Bryant Sealster after the half. 3/4, 128 and 2, off the turn and into the stretch, 28 and 3 third quarter, and Nighttime Dancer will look to finish it off strong. Nighttime Dancer up front by nearly double digits. Sharky is in second. Battle is on for third. Far outside is Aaron's Ace. Between horses, Ahi Sunshine and Full Horse at the rail. But this is Nighttime Dancer. And get a good look at this one. The Sunshine Beach colt. Nighttime Dancer will win it strongly through the line in 155 and 4. Finishing second was Sharky. Battle for third goes to Full Horse over Ahi Sunshine, Aaron's Ace, and Bryant Searso will round them out. Time now for our 7th qualifier. 2-year-old filly trotters here in the 7th. Add hobbles to number 2, Girl Without Limits. And note that Bob McClure will drive number 4, Barcelona Princess. 1 is Lucy Who, a wheelin' and dealin' filly, trained by Julie Walker. Bert Renault drives. 2 is Girl Without Limits, a Father Patrick filly, trained by Sean Stacey. Mark Stacey will drive. $30,000 Lexington Select Buy. 3 is Sister Act, Father Patrick filly. Another one from the Stacey barn. Sylvan Filion drives. $115,000 yearling purchase from Lexington. 4 is Barcelona Princess, bar hopping filly, trained by Rick Ziron. Make the driver Bob McClure, a $30,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5 is Tactical Takeoff, tactical landing filly, trained by John Bax. Matt Bax drives. 6 is Decadent Sealster, Holiday Road filly, trained by Richard Moreau. Louis Waugh drives, a $26,000 London purchase. 7 is Northern Classic, a muscle mass filly, trained by Gabby Sasso. Jody Jameson in the bike, $45,000 London purchase. And number 8 is Sister Twister, Prestidigitator filly, trained by Shane Barrington. Trevor Henry drives, a $16,000 purchase from the London yearling sale. Here they come for the 7th qualifier. 2-year-old trotting fillies are sent on their way. Making a break just after the start went the 4 Barcelona Princess. Coming away well from the middle, that is Decadent Sealster. Down at the cones is Lucy Who. Also a good beginning for an outside starter in the form of Northern Classic, as that one should be able to settle in 3rd in front of Girl Without Limits, who gets away in 4th. Sister Act is 5th. 6th into the first turn is Tactical Takeoff. Then it is Sister Twister, and Barcelona Princess after the break will look to catch up. They come towards the opening quarter. 2-length advantage here for Lucy who takes them past that marker in 30-1. So the trotting fillies will move into the backstretch, and it is a loose lead of 4, almost 5 lengths here for Lucy Who. Second qualifier for this wheelin' and dealin' filly, and she's on the front all by herself. Decadent Sealster is racing in 2nd, followed closely by Northern Classic in 3rd. 2 lengths going back to Girl Without Limits in 4th. Another couple of lengths then to Sister Act. Moving at the back is Sister Twister, coming around Tactical Takeoff. Making a break in 2nd as they were coming towards the midway point was Decadent Sealster, so that one jumped it off. Inheriting the 2nd spot is Northern Classic, and that one quickly closed in on our leader as Lucy Who was past the half in 101-2. Into the final turn they go. Lucy Who continuing to do the heavy lifting. She's now tracked by Northern Classic. A couple of lengths then to Girl Without Limits, who's closing in. Resetting after that second quarter break. Decadent Sealster is on the outside and trotting well in 4th. Down to her inside is Sister Act. Coming to the outside is Sister Twister. They come towards 3 quarters. Lucy Who by a length and a half, and starting to angle to the outside is Northern Classic, ready for the stretch drive. 132-1 for 3 quarters. They're into the lane. It has been Lucy Who trying to go the distance. On the outside, Northern Classic. Decadent Sealster. Widest of them all is Sister Twister. Trying to finish up well is Sister Act. Final 1/8 of the mile. Lucy Who confronted, but she continues to dig in as she tries to battle off Northern Classic. Northern Classic pokes ahead up in front. Final 16th. Northern Classic. Lucy Who not going away, but Northern Classic will take it. Lucy Who finishes in 2nd. Coming through the middle 3rd was Sister Act. Tight for 4th between Sister Twister and Decadent Sealster. 201-4. With 7 qualifiers done and 7 more to go, we've now hit our break. About 20-minute break before action will resume. Here we go now for our 8th qualifier as we resume with today's baby racing action from Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old pacing fillies here for the 8th. Number 1, Ace 44 Daisy, a Dally filly, trained and driven by Nick Stewart. 2 is Twin Bee Envious, an American Ideal filly, trained by Maddie Henry. The driver is Travis Henry. 3 is HP Space Oddity, an All Bets Off filly, trained by Jean Tourney. The driver is Sylvain Filion. 4 is Dakota Shadow, a Shadow Play filly, trained by Meg Crone. Anthony Hahn will drive, a $15,000 yearling purchase from Harrisburg. 5, Flashy Delight, Better's Delight filly, trained by Scott McEnany. Tyler Moore will drive. $35,000 yearling purchase out of Lexington. 6 is Better in the Dark, a Better's Delight filly, trained by Sean Stacy. Louis Waugh is between the wheels. $48,000 London Select graduate. 7 is Lady Get Lucky, a He's Watching filly, trained by Chris Matthews. The driver is Doug McNair. And 8 is Right the Rules, a Sports Writer filly, trained by Tony Beaton. James McDonald drives, a $30,000 Lexington Select purchase. Starting gate to the top of the stretch, a field of 8 is assembled. 2-year-old pacing fillies for qualifier number 8. And they're off and pacing. Better in the Dark is shooting from the center. Also, a quick beginning for HP Space Oddity and Twin Bee Envious. Far outside, Lady Get Lucky is forging ahead. In behind horses is Flashy Delight in mid-pack. From the rail, Ace 44 Daisy got away 6. 7th then is Dakota Shadow, and 8th in the early going is Right the Rules. They head into the first turn. At the inside, it is Better in the Dark, and on the outside, Lady Get Lucky. Side by side as they race to the opening quarter, it's going to pop up on the board in 30 and 3. So Lady Get Lucky is looking to get around to grab the top spot, and as she clears to command, she's going to have some company coming very soon. Rushing out from 4th now comes Twin Bee Envious, and Twin Bee Envious is on the attack here in the second quarter. Lady Get Lucky now confronted. Racing there 3rd is Better in the Dark, followed 4th by HP Space Oddity. 5th up the backside is Flashy Delight. Then we go to Ace 44 Daisy, who is going to be followed by Dakota Shadow and Right the Rules. Off stride, coming out from 3rd, went Better in the Dark. That one made a quick break, but resets. Up front, Twin Bee Envious was past the half in 1 minute and 3/5. So we've had plenty of action here in the opening half mile. Up front, though, scooting away. Twin Bee Envious stretches out the lead to 3 lengths. Back in second is Lady Get Lucky. That one being tracked 3rd by HP Space Oddity. 4th there is Flashy Delight. Down at the cones, Ace 44 Daisy. Getting underway, that is Dakota Shadow. Still at the wood is Right the Rules. And backpedaling now, that was Better in the Dark, who made that quick break just before the half. Coming to 3/4, Twin Bee Envious up front by 3 lengths in 1:30 and 1. So they'll turn for home. That was a 29 and 3 third quarter. Twin Bee Envious now. A slap of the wheel disc, tries to get away. Back in second is Lady Get Lucky. Racing in 3rd is HP Space Oddity. In the center of the track is Flashy Delight. Widest of them all is Dakota Shadow, looking to scoot up the cones. Ace 44 Daisy. But up front, it's still Twin Bee Envious. Twin Bee Envious is going to take it. Lady Get Lucky getting fumbly there as McNair will keep her together. It'll be Twin Bee Envious to take it. Lady Get Lucky was second. 3rd then went to HP Space Oddity over Ace 44 Daisy, 159 and 3. Here we go now for the 9th qualifier, and we've got several driver changes to pass along. First, number 2, Stonebridge Icing, make the driver Sam Filion. Number 3, Warwe Yes, the driver will be James McDonald. Number 4, Champagne Bettina, make the driver Mark Stacy. And number 6, Dreamfair Leia, make the driver Doug McNair. Scratch number 5, gotta get crackin'. Qualifier 9, number 1, Mass Hysteria, Muscle Mass Filly. Kyle Boston's trains, Trevor Henry drives, $23,000 yearling buy out of the London sale. 2 is Stonebridge Icing. It looks like a Chippendale filly. Luke Blay trains. Make the driver Sam Filion. A $33,000 looks like a $33,000 London Select yearling sale purchase. 3 is Warwe Yes, a Walner filly. Sean Stacy trains. Make the driver James McDonald. This was an $85,000 Lexington buy. Number 4, Champagne Bettina, an Archangel filly. Sean Stacy trains. Make the driver Mark Stacy. Number 5 is Scratch. Number 6, Dreamfair Leia, Cadabra filly, trained by Jason Libby. Make the driver Doug McNair. Dreamfair Leia was a $37,000 London buy. 7 is HP Run for Dan, an alarm detector filly, trained by Jean Tourney. Louis Waugh will handle. And number 8 is Grab Da Money, an international money filly. John Bax trains. Matt Bax does the driving. So scratch number 5, got to get cracking. A couple of equipment notes. Warwe Yes, races with trotting hobbles. And number 8, Grab Da Money, also races with trotting hobbles. So they're all set for our 9th qualifier. Starting gate to the top of the stretch. Gate picking up speed, and here they come. They're off and trotting. Grab Da Money is blasting from the outside. Also hustling in the early going was Dreamfair Leia. And from the rail, Mass Hysteria. Those 3 get the early calls. Getting away 4th is Stonebridge Icing. Then 5th, that is Warwe Yes. Off stride went HP Run for Dan. And so moving up into 6th, that'll be Champagne Bettina. They're heading to the first turn. A little bit of a scramble up front to get control. Dreamfair Leia working around and does get over to the pylons now and will be the first horse to that opening quarter marker. And it's past that station in 30 and 4. 30 and 4 was the opening split, and our leader is Dreamfair Leia. Racing in second is Mass Hysteria. A couple of lengths then going back to Grab Da Money in 3rd. 4th is Stonebridge Icing. 5th is Warwe Yes. Then 6th is Champagne Bettina. And looking to catch up, but rolling off stride again, went HP Run for Dan. So they race up towards the half, and our leader is Dreamfair Leia, a Cadabra filly. She fronts them by a little more than a length and a half and comes past the midway point in 102 and 2. They head into the final turn. Dreamfair Leia, a loose lead. Racing second, Mass Hysteria. 3rd is Grab Da Money. 4th as they go into the final turn is Stonebridge Icing. 5th is Warwe Yes. 6th then is Champagne Bettina, and well back to the breaker, HP Run for Dan. Out from 3rd now. Bax tugs on the right line, and Grab Da Money is coming up quickly now. So Grab Da Money making a bid towards the front as they come towards 3/4. It's a length advantage here for Dreamfair Leia off a half of 102 and 2. Races past 3/4 in 133 and 1. Off the turn and into the stretch come the trotting fillies, and here on the outside is Grab Da Money. Grab Da Money trying to get on even terms with Dreamfair Leia and looking to shoot through the center. There's all kinds of room now for Mass Hysteria. So 3 across with 1/8 of a mile to go. The outside 2 overtake the early leader. It's Mass Hysteria in the center. On the outside, Grab Da Money. Mass Hysteria with a half-length advantage, and Mass Hysteria will go on to win. Grab Da Money finishes second. 3rd goes to Dreamfair Leia. Then we go back to Stonebridge Icing, Warwe Yes, and Champagne Bettina, 202 and 3. Up next is our 10th qualifier. Two-year-old pacing Colts and Geldings for our 10th. One driver change. Colin Kelly will drive number 7, Morning Watch. No other changes. Let's meet the field as they'll start to line up in just a moment for our 10th qualifier. Number 1 is PL Quicksand. Better's Delight Colt, trained by Matt Dupuis. Trevor Henry is in the sulky. 2 is DA Jiminy Cricket, a Big Jim Colt, trained and driven by Mike Safdick. This Big Jim Colt was purchased for $32,000 at the London Select Sale. 3 is Warwi Giannis, a Better Than Cheddar Colt, trained by Ray Stewart. Austin Sorey drives, $12,000 purchase out of the Ontario Select Sale. 4 is Murray's Watching, a He's Watching Colt, trained by Rob Fellows. Sylvan Filion drives. 5 is Time Stand Still, a He's Watching Colt, trained by Scott McEnany. James McDonald is at the controls. 6 is Midnight Nation, a Better Than Cheddar Colt, trained by Chantel Mitchell. Louis Waugh will steer, a $57,000 Harrisburg buy. And number 7 is Morning Watch, a He's Watching Colt, trained by Stephen Gillard. It'll be Colin Kelly doing the driving. And that is your field for our 10th qualifier. Starting gate picking up speed, and here they come for our 10th qualifier. They're off and pacing. First call going to Midnight Nation as that one storms off the wings of the gate to the early lead. Morning Watch from the outside as well will move up into second. Murray's Watching got away in third. Floating away fourth, that is Time Stand Still from the rail, PL Quicksand. Then DA Jiminy Cricket, early trailers Warwi Giannis into the first turn. And up front, Midnight Nation. Better Than Cheddar Colt will lead them by 4, maybe 5 lengths when they do get to that opening quarter. Midnight Nation ready to roll this morning. 29 seconds even for the opening split. So Midnight Nation making his Woodbine Mohawk Park debut after a pair of baby races down at Harris, Philadelphia. Midnight Nation, the Better Than Cheddar Colt, leads the way. Racing second is the He's Watching Colt, Morning Watch. Third up the backside, another He's Watching Colt, and Murray's Watching. Racing in fourth, Time Stand Still. He's also a son of He's Watching. Then he'll be followed by the Better's Delight Colt, PL Quicksand. Our final pair, the Big Jim Colt, DA Jiminy Cricket. And rounding things out is the Better Than Cheddar Colt, Warwi Giannis. The half was hit in 58 seconds flat, so back-to-back 29-second splits here for Midnight Nation as they go into the final turn. Midnight Nation has been loose on the lead. It's still 3-length advantage. Second is Morning Watch, followed in third by Murray's Watching. 2.5 lengths going back to Time Stand Still. Swinging to the outside comes PL Quicksand. Maybe following that path will be DA Jiminy Cricket. And our trailer is Warwi Giannis coming to 3/4. And Midnight Nation stretches out the lead to nearly 5. 126-4 for 3/4. Off the turn and into the stretch, 28-4 in that third split. And in the lane, it'll be Midnight Nation, who looks to finish the job strong. Back in second, Morning Watch on the outside. PL Quicksand's up into third. DA Jiminy Cricket tries to split rivals. Just to that one's inside is Murray's Watching. 16th to go. It's still Midnight Nation with the lead, and Midnight Nation goes coast to coast. Midnight Nation will win it by about 3.5 lengths. Finishing in second was Morning Watch. Third went to DA Jiminy Cricket, 155-3. Time now for the 11th qualifier, 2-year-old Payson Colts and Geldings. Scratch number 1, Reign Supreme. Austin Sorey drives the 2, Call Me It. We'll start with that horse, Call Me It, who is a Huntsville colt trained by Amanda Fine. Austin Sorey drives, as mentioned, $140,000 Lexington Select purchase. 3, May Lose Control, Control the Moment colt, trained by Mario Bayargent. The driver is Chris Rogers. 4 is Art's Legacy, an Art Speak colt, trained by Kyle Bossons. Colin Kelly is in the sulky, a $14,000 Ontario Select buy. 5 is Back 9 Charge, Gelded Son of He's Watching, trained by Rod Boyd. Sylvan Filion steers. 6 is Ace of Aces, a Bettor's Delight colt, trained by Sean Stacy. James McDonald drives, $45,000 Lexington Select purchase. 7, Captain's Pick, a Captain Treacherous colt, trained by Rob Fellows. Louis Waugh drives, a $40,000 yearling purchase out of the Lexington Select sale. And number 8 is St. Lad's Mischief, a Sports Writer colt, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair in the bike, a $17,000 London Select yearling sale purchase. Would you take a look at these horses? They're in behind the gate, picking up speed for our 11th qualifier. They're off and pacing from the middle. There goes Back 9 Charge, who charges here in the opening stages of this qualifier. Meanwhile, in between horses, Captain's Pick, looking to move up, but holding ground there is Ace of Aces. Getting away fourth is St. Lad's Mischief. Then we go back to Art's Legacy, followed by Call Me It and May Lose Control. First turn, and it's Back 9 Charge, who fronts them by 4, almost 5 lengths coming to the opening quarter. It's going to be paced in 30 seconds flat. So into the backstretch goes this group, and they will follow Back 9 Charge, who is ready to rock. In second is Ace of Aces. Then we go back to Captain's Pick in third. Another break of 5 or 6 then. Back to St. Lad's Mischief in fourth. Fifth up the backside is Art's Legacy. Then sixth is Call Me It, and May Lose Control is seventh. So probably about 18 lengths from front to back. Up front, it is Back 9 Charge, who takes them past the midway point in 58 and 4. Second quarter speed of 28 and 4. On to the final turn. Back 9 Charge. Now on the leaders. Back there in second is Ace of Aces. Racing in third is Captain's Pick. Probably about 8 lengths going back to St. Lad's Mischief in fourth. Fifth around the turn. That is Art's Legacy. Then back to May Lose Control and Call Me It. Coming to 3/4. And it is still Back 9 Charge, who has done the heavy lifting here. 127 and 2 for 3/4. So that was 28 and 3 in the third quarter. Into the stretch. Back 9 Charge, needing to close it out strong. In behind is Ace of Aces, and here comes Captain's Pick on the outside. 3 of them will decide it with an 1/8 of a mile to go. It's been Back 9 Charge since the word go. Braces for the challenge of Ace of Aces, who looks to shoot from the center. Outside Captain's Pick, and taking the lead now is Ace of Aces, who comes through to take it. Back 9 Charge finishes second. Third went to Captain's Pick. Then it'll be St. Lad's Mischief fourth, 156 and 1. Here we go now for the 12th qualifier. 2-year-old pacing fillies about to take their positions. Number 1, All She Can, all bets off filly, trained by Danny Fontaine. The driver is Chris Christoforou. 2 is Recycle, a better than Cheddar filly, trained by Tony Beaton with James McDonald. 3 is Mending Fences, Art Speak filly, trained by Meg Crone. Anthony Hahn will drive. A $9,000 yearling purchase from the Ontario Select Sale. 4 is Control Alt Delete, Control the Moment filly, trained by Greg McNair with Doug McNair driving. 5 is Wickedly Sinful, a McWicked filly, trained by Casey Coleman. The driver is Randy Waples. 6 is Dance with Tabby. Sean Stacy trains his Better's Delight filly. Louis Waugh will drive a $22,000 Better's Delight filly that was purchased out of the Lexington sale. And 7 is Better's Punch. Better's Delight filly, trained by Rob Fellows. Sylvan Filion will do the driving. Starting gate. Swings into the stretch. And here they come for our 12th qualifier. 2-year-old pacing fillies are sent on their way, and it's a pretty even beginning across the board here. As from the center, getting out of there well is Wickedly Sinful. Just to that one's outside is Dance with Tabby. Towards the inside, Mending Fences and leaving from the rail. That is All She Can. Getting away 5th is Recycle. Then we go back to Control Alt Delete. Early trailer is Better's Punch around the first turn. And here on the outside, this is Dance with Tabby, who works up to the lead, and she'll cross over just in time to trip the beam. 31-1 for the opening split. Into the backstretch they go. 2-length advantage here for Dance with Tabby. In second is Wickedly Sinful, followed third by Mending Fences. 4th is All She Can. Then it is Recycle in 5th. A break of 3 lengths back to Control Alt Delete, and Better's Punch is the trailer in 7th. Single file as they race towards the midway point, and they're following the Better's Delight filly, Dance with Tabby. She'll be tracked there by Wickedly Sinful. Third remains Mending Fences. To the outside, though, comes All She Can. The half was hit in 101-1. Second quarter was paced in 30 seconds even. All She Can now. Motoring up on the outside, up to confront Dance with Tabby. Wickedly Sinful staying along the cones for the time being. She's in 3rd, followed by Mending Fences in 4th. 2 lengths back to Recycle. Another 3 then to Control Alt Delete and Better's Punch. So Dance with Tabby embraces the confrontation and still has the lead at about half a length over All She Can on the outside. 130-4 for 3 quarters. They're into the stretch, and it remains Dance with Tabby on the outside. All She Can swinging wide is Mending Fences. Wickedly Sinful now is looking to come on as well, but Dance with Tabby still has the lead. Dance with Tabby out in front, and she is leading it by 2.5 lengths. Back in second is Wickedly Sinful on the outside, looking to get up closer. Mending Fences coming to the line, and it will be Dance with Tabby to take it. Dance with Tabby finishing in second. Mending Fences. Third was Wickedly Sinful. Time of the mile 1:59.3. Here we go now for our 13th qualifier. Field of 8, 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Number 1, More Than You Know, a Heston Blue Chip gelding. Mario Barjon trains. James McDonald drives. 2 is Rocking the Republic, all bets off colt, trained by Rob Fellows. Sylvan Filion driving, a $15,000 London Select purchase. Number 3, There's Something Going On, Art Speak colt. Trained and driven by Bo Brown, a $16,000 purchase out of the Lexington Select sale. 4 is Rye, Art Speak colt, trained by Chris Matthews, Doug McNair between the wheels, $40,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5 is 4-foot Gimme, Sunshine Beach colt, trained by Sean Stacy, Louis Wobble drive, $35,000 London Select buy. 6, Western Swagger is a Bettor's Delight colt. Tony Beaton trains. Trevor Henry is driving. A $120,000 purchase out of the Lexington Select sale. 7 is Ace 44 Jack. Nick Stewart trains and drives this Dally colt. And 8 is Little Ball of Hate, a gelded son of Better Than Cheddar, trained by Ken Middleton. The driver is Randy Waples. That's your field of 8 for our 13th qualifier. Starting gate swings into the stretch. A field of 8 is lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. There's something going on. Gets out to the early lead. On the outside, Little Ball of Hate will be forwardly placed from the center. 4-foot Gimme. Tight hold there on Rockin' the Republic. From the rail, More Than You Know, 5th. Then we go back to Rye, followed by Western Swagger, and Ace 44 Jack gets away in 8th. Heading into the first turn, and There's Something Going On will lead them. There's Something Going On ahead of 4-foot Gimme in 2nd. Rockin' the Republic is 3rd. 4th is Little Ball of Hate. The opening quarter is up in 31 and 2. Into the backstretch they'll move. There's Something Going On. The Art Speak colt, debuting here this morning, is leading the way as they straighten out up the backside. Racing in 2nd is 4-foot Gimme. Then it's a 4-length break back to Rocking the Republic 3rd. Little Ball of Hate tracks that one 4th. 5th is More Than You Know. A few lengths going back to Rye in 6th. 7th is Western Swagger, and Ace 44 Jack remains in 8th. There's Something Going On, and Bo Brown leading the way. They come to the midway point, and they reach that marker in 101 and 1. So they picked it up there, 29 and 4 in the second quarter. Into the final turn. There's Something Going On by a couple of lengths. 4-foot Gimme in 2nd. Another 2 lengths to Rocking the Republic. Little Ball of Hate remains in 4th. 5th is the More Than You Know. Then it's probably 8 or 9 lengths going back to the final 3, with Rye just ahead of Ace 44 Jack. And on the outside, Western Swagger drops back to 8th, and letting that lead grow a bit now. Is there Something Going On? And Bo Brown up front by 4. 129 and 1 for 3 quarters. 28 seconds even in that third split. Into the stretch. There's Something Going On. Looking to close it out. Back in 2nd is 4-foot Gimme on the outside. Little Ball of Hate is now advancing up into 2nd. Down at the cones, Rocking the Republic. In behind is More Than You Know. 16th to go. There's Something Going On still with the lead. That lead is a half dozen lengths. And There's Something Going On. We'll go coast to coast. Battle on for 2nd. It'll be 4-foot Gimme over Little Ball of Hate. More Than You Know was 4th, and 5th was Rocking the Republic. 157 and 3. 14th and final qualifier on this Saturday from Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters are going to wrap things up. Mike Saftick will drive number 4, Fox Valley, Ontario. Note that number 3, Mundo, does not race with trotting hobbles. And number 6, Hamilton DeVee, does race with trotting hobbles. Here's the field. 1 is Coltrane DeVee. Cadabra Gelding, trained by Rene Dion. He'll also do the driving, a $40,000 yearling purchase from Harrisburg. 2 is Take On Me, gelded son of Muscle Mass, trained by Meg Crone. Louis Waugh drives, $7,000 purchase at the Land of Lincoln sale. 3 is Mundo, gelded son of Angus Hall. Sean Stacy trains, James McDonald drives, $17,000 Lexington Select purchase. 4 is Fox Valley, Ontario, a Muscle Mass colt, trained by Randy Fulmer. Make the driver Mike Saftick, a $14,000 Land of Lincoln purchase. 5 is Monsieur Chow, Prestidigitator colt, trained and driven by Dustin Jones. 6 is Hamilton DeVee, a Resolve colt, trained by Rob Fellows. Sylvan Filion is at the controls, a $47,000 Lexington Select purchase. 7 is Money Launderer, a International Money colt, trained by Chad Hill. Scott Young drives, an $8,000 purchase at the Lexington Select sale. And number 8 is Augusti, a bar hopping gelding, trained by Danny Fontaine. The driver is Chris Christoforou. Final qualifier on this Saturday. Don't forget, qualifying action resumes on Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. first race post time. Live racing continuing here tonight, 7 p.m. for a 10-race program headlined by a couple of OSS Gold divisions for 3-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Starting it into the stretch for the 14th and final. They're off and trotting. It'll be Mundo coming away from post 3 nicely, but a little quicker to the left is Take On Me. Take On Me and Mundo. At the rails, Coltrane DeVee. Getting away 4th is Fox Valley, Ontario. Then it is Monsieur Chow, followed by Hamilton DeVee. Back to Augusti as they head into that first turn. And our leader is Take On Me and Louis Waugh. They lead by nearly 3 lengths. In second is Mundo. Then third is Coltrane DeVee. We'll go through the rest of the field here. Fox Valley, Ontario, Monsieur Chow, Hamilton DeVee, Augusti rounds them out. 30-1 was the opening quarter. Up into the backstretch they go. And our leader is Take On Me. Take On Me by a length and a half. Tracking in second is Mundo, looking comfortable there. So too does Coltrane DeVee in the debut. That one races third, 3 lengths from the front. 4th is Fox Valley, Ontario. 5th is Monsieur Chow. 6th, Hamilton DeVee, and Augusti is 7th. They make things easy here as there's been no movement. They stay single file, tightly packed, and the half is hit in 102 even. On to the final turn. That was 31-4 in the second quarter. Our leader is Take On Me, and the Muscle Mass gelding ramps it up a notch here, stretches out the lead to just over 2 lengths. Mundo will respond as that one picks it up. 3rd is Coltrane DeVee. 4th remains Fox Valley, Ontario. 3 lengths going back to Monsieur Chow, Hamilton DeVee, and Augusti. Still no change in order. Calling the shots has been Take On Me. 132-3 for 3 quarters. That was 30-3 in the third split. Into the stretch. Take On Me. Mundo second. Coltrane DeVee is third. 4th is Fox Valley, Ontario. Back to the final 3, Monsieur Chow, Hamilton DeVee, and Augusti. Final 8th, and Take On Me will call all the shots to victory here in the 14th and final qualifier. Take On Me will win it. Mundo in second. Coltrane DeVee third. Fox Valley, Ontario 4th. 201-3.